International politics is not always about enemies and survival. Sometimes it is about competition, rules, and coexistence. But where does this idea come from? To understand this, we need to look at the work of John Locke. In his book, Treatises of Government, Locke asks a fundamental question: when is political authority legitimate? Like Hobbes, Locke also starts with a world without government. He calls this the state of nature. But his version is very different. In Locke's world, people are free and equal. They are guided by reason, and they recognize certain basic rights, especially the rights to life, liberty, and property. This means that people are not natural enemies. They are capable of living together, cooperating and respecting each other. But this world is not perfect. The problem is that there is no common authority. There is no neutral judge to decide who is right and who is wrong. So when conflicts happen, people judge their own cases. They defend themselves, punish others, and act based on their own perspective. This creates tension, not constant war, but instability, not chaos, but uncertainty. So Locke asks, how can people solve this problem without losing their freedom? His answer is government. But unlike Hobbes, Locke does not believe people should give all their power to a single absolute authority. Instead, people come together and agree to create a government that protects their rights. This government is based on consent, its power is limited, and its main purpose is to enforce rules fairly and protect individuals. And if it fails to do this, people have the right to resist or replace it. So the idea is simple. Government exists not to control people, but to protect their rights and maintain order. This way of thinking became one of the foundations of modern political systems. It influenced liberalism, constitutional government, and even major historical events like revolutions. Now, this is where international relations comes in. Alexander Wendt takes Locke's idea and applies it to the global system. He describes something called a Lockean system. In this system, states do not see each other as enemies. Instead, they see each other as rivals. They may compete, they may even fight, but they do not try to destroy each other completely. There's a basic understanding that each state has the right to exist. So even without a world government, there can still be rules, expectations, and limits to conflict. This is very different from a Hobbesian system, where states act as enemies and survival becomes everything. In a Lockean system, the logic is different. It is not about destroying others. It is about competing while respecting certain boundaries. So the key idea is this. Locke shows us a world where conflict exists, but is controlled by rules and mutual recognition. Wendt shows us that international politics can reflect this kind of world. In other words, even without a central authority, states do not have to behave like enemies. They can behave like rivals, and that changes everything. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.